And a very good evening to you all. Yes, it's the start of a brand new one-day special. I've got the job of launching this, of course. We've got an amazing guest with us. I'm going to introduce her very soon. But we're looking now at DecoArt, these beautiful paints. Do you know, I can tell you with the piece that you're just looking at now, would you believe that is a mop-up of paint there? You wouldn't believe it, would you? Well, we're going to see how to achieve these effects and how to mop up, of course, during this hour. And lots more besides. We've got alcohol inks, we've got all sorts of wonderful metallic paints, we've got pouring mediums, we've got all sorts of goodies for you. And we are looking at the one-day special here, some beautiful metallic paints there with that, of course, pouring medium, the top coat there, a brand new launch here with DecoArt. Do you know, it's a brand that's been around a long time as well. I remember DecoArt from many, many years ago. Well, of course, we've got a wonderful guest with us as well. It is Lou. It's Lou Sims. She's here this evening, and we're going to have some fun, aren't we, Lou?
We are, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
We will, of course we will.
I've made sure I've covered everything just in case.
You look very well prepared.
I get a bit messy.
Oh, the best way of crafting to get messy. Right, let's have a look at the one-day special because, as I said there, we've got some metallic paints, we've got the pouring medium, and we've got the top coat as well. Now, Lou, tell me, how have you found working with this product? Have you enjoyed yourself?
I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. When I've played with this, I've gone back to the very, very, very beginning. Just actually putting all the different colours together, tipping it on, you know, watching it. Not overly complicating things, thinking about being a little bit tight, using mop-up, like you were saying, and things like that. You know, how can you do it? Fun with baubles, pattern on anything, really.
Amazing.
It's been lovely, and the colours, the
colours are just stunning, aren't they?
Oh.
But now, I've got different boards here. Now, some of the colours in the one-day special are on one board and some are on another, so I'm just going to have to go through these a little bit. So we have got sky blue in this one. We'll just show you this one. In fact, the top two are on this in this particular bundle. So sky blue, look at that metallic, lovely.
But look at it on the black, though. That's why I did the swatch, so it was on white and black.
That's clever, actually. I like that.
So you could actually see, you know, the intensity of the colour is the same, regardless of... So if you like to have a black background, say if you're paint pouring, you're still going to get a big, you know, pack of power straight away with all the colours. Beautiful.
And we actually get the pewter, it's the third one down as well. So we've got sky blue at the top, the pewter one that we're looking at now. Again, if I just flex that card a little bit, so you can see that lovely, lovely effect. And then if I bring in one of the other cards, we also have in this bundle, we've got coral, which is this one here. Let's have a look at that. Beautiful as well.
That's a very warm colour, isn't it? It's
very warm,
beautiful.
It's lovely.
And I think if you mix that with a normal red, you get the combination of the two together would look beautiful.
Most definitely. And we've also got antique bronze in this one as well. So another card again. Let me just give that a little bit of a flex. Very rich. Look at that.
Isn't it? Look at the depth of that.
And
it? I haven't been done a thin coat. I wanted to show, you know, that's a lovely thick coat, how deep the colours were.
Yeah. Beautiful. So that's your paints covered, but then of course we have got the pouring medium and the top coat in there. So the pouring medium, I presume you mix with the paint?
Yeah, you do mix the paint. On the back of the pouring medium, DecoArt have put all the instructions about all the different types of paints you can get and what you need, how you need to mix them together.
Brilliant.
So you can't go wrong. But also, if you go to the DecoArt website, they've actually got a whole section on it, and they've got a little bit explaining about liquid paints, heavy body, medium body, and how to do the pouring mediums that way as well.
Fantastic. And there's something else in there as well, just hiding in the centre there. Look, we've got some liquid pearls for you as well. We've got the gold. Beautiful. And a great price for this bundle. You've got big pots there, the pouring medium and the top coat as well. Top coat, I presume, then goes over the top of everything to seal your work? It
does, because when we do the initial pour and it dries, the acrylic paints can look a little bit flat, for want of a better expression. They've still got a shine to them because they're acrylic, but the pouring medium just brings out, you know, the top coat just brings out that little bit extra sort of thing. So you can see the sparkle and the glint.
That is beautiful, love it. And of course you can pour onto, we've got MDF shapes here, but canvases, all sorts of different media, different surfaces, I presume we can pour onto.
I mean, I've done MDF, I've done the glass, I've done canvases, I've done plastic. I've had a play with absolutely everything. I then used it on card and everything like that.
Grey board would work very well.
And that, I mean, that piece there, that canvas there, is the tile is actually a mop-up. So it was what was left in my cup, and I've added some glitter to it. And then the cardboard behind was, I let it drip onto it, and all I've done is cut them into strips. So I've let
hadn't
then
even
that's the
realised
actual
that.
paint itself. So I
That's
did like
clever.
you know, like we would do with distress inks. I've
Yeah.
just done it with the acrylics, and then when they're dry, cut it
So
up.
no need to waste anything
No,
then,
not
Lou.
at all. And then I've
Love
die
it.
cut it as well.
Perfect, absolutely perfect. There you go. So just £26.97 is going to get you the one-day special, a saving of £10. Now this caught my eye. The one that we're looking at now, Lou. I said to you before the show, oh, I love the effect of that. I don't know. I'll wait until we've had a really good look at this, and I'm going to turn it to the side a little bit. Now you said to me this is another mop-up, didn't you?
It is. I know to some people paint pouring is what you do with what's left in the bottom of your tray. And I just wanted to show, you know, you can still do different bits and pieces. And that's one of the acrylic blocks that Lynette Jasper brings us.
Yeah.
And then all I've done, because it slides apart, is on the back of it is I've put some of the perfect pearls. So to correspond in the colours behind it.
Yeah.
But if you could put like mirror card behind it, and that would change it again. But it was just to show different ways. You don't have to think about, you know, leaving the paint here. Grab all the other bits and pieces you've got and, like you say, mop up.
Amazing. Well, you're going to have fun as well. Item number 142803. That is the one-day special. I think we're going to go straight to a demonstration, you know, because we want to see how this works. And Lou's clapping her hands in glee. Now, over on the website, that's where you'll find everything there as well. You'll find things individually as well. We've got different colours of the paints there as well, those metallic paints. We've got alcohol inks in there for you. You've got more of the pouring medium and top coat there. You can go for those individually as well. Look at the different sizes in there. Oh, don't miss out on those alcohol inks. If you've not used them before, go for some of these. Beautiful. And those baubles as well. We've not just got plastic ones, we've got glass ones for you. We've got glitter in there. We've got all sorts of goodies. Now, we are going to have a lovely show. Oh, MDF shapes as well, look. So, over to Lou. I can see she's getting ready now.
Right.
She's mixing.
I'm mixing. Now, on the back of the... So our acrylic paints come with a binder, and the reason for that is so the paints can then stick to each other or stick to the surface they're working on. So what the pouring medium does is thins down the paint, but still allows that tackiness to adhere to all the different surfaces. Now, mine's a little bit grubby, but on the back, it will actually tell you what you want to do. So it's got here, what do I need? I'm using the medium paint, so I need a 1-to-1. So I'm a little bit tight with my paint, so I use a spoon. So I do like 1 spoonful of paint and 1 spoonful of the pouring medium. Because I'd rather keep mixing than actually mix too much, and then you don't know what to do with it, sort of thing. So the metallics, I mean, they are beautiful. Sorry, my tray is well loved, as you can see. But I mean, they are, if I pull that up now, I don't know if you can see the colour there. Look how
that's a stunning colour, isn't it?
That one was the berry, and it's a beautiful colour. So I'm just going to mix a few other colours. So I'm going to get the berry. Let's see, and I'm even recycling my pots. I do that as well. What should we go with the berry? Let's go with the...
Oh, I'm just looking at the swatches down here.
Oh, let's go for the antique bronze.
That's nice. That's in the one-day special as well, isn't it?
So I'm going to have, because they're metallic, we need to give them a little bit of a shape just to mix all the bits together.
Okay.
So like my workout.
Now, what struck me about a craft like this, Lou, as well, is because you're using an acrylic paint, they're water-based, you've got the pouring medium. This is something the whole family could get involved in.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And I would positively encourage, you know, getting children involved, because it's fun. It doesn't... I mean, I'm going to be doing mainly pouring on... not worried about looking for cells. The pouring medium from DecoArt will produce the cells, if that's what you want to look for. I just want to have a little bit of fun. Let's make up some different pours, you know, and just cover things and take it back. You know, so everybody can do it. Doesn't matter your crafting ability or anything like that at all. I'm not even going to be... I mean, purists would be probably shouting at the screen now because of my mixing that I could be putting air bubbles in. But I actually quite like the air bubbles because when they pop, they create a different surface.
Yeah, of course they do. They give texture.
But I mean, that's the antique bronze. I mean, that is...
Oh, these colours, Lou, are
that
fantastic.
is absolutely... Isn't it? Oh, right, OK, we'll just do one more, and then we've got 3. I've already done the white, because I need more of that. What colour should we go? We've got a red, a bronze.
So we've got the berry, we've got the bronze.
What would you fancy?
Oh, can we put a green in there?
Yeah, what would you like? We've got the choice of...
Peridot.
That's one I...
Is it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful colour.
It's beautiful.
I'd like to say moss colour, but it's not. To me, it's a classic green for Christmas.
It's a beautiful green. I don't know how to describe it either.
It is a beautiful, beautiful colour. So let's just do this.
Now we have got a pick and mix on other metallics for you. So when it comes to the antique bronze, that's in the one-day special. You've also, I believe, got it in the pick and mix as well. Oh, you don't actually. You haven't, but you've got, what's that one there then? We've got a, oh, is it rose quartz, that one there? That's bronze. Ah, so we've got two different bronzes. So the antique bronze is in the one-day special. We've got bronze in the pick and mix. The berry that Lou is using is also in the pick and mix. The peridot is the other colour. Oh, the emerald, look at that one as well.
I know, we'll do. The emerald by itself is, the colour on one of the baubles that you've got there is near you, I think is the emerald. Can you see there, that dark green?
Oh,
it
this
is
one.
really, if you don't want to use a black, it's a lovely one to do like a little, you know, pick of colour, if that makes sense.
Such lovely effects, and you'll never ever see the same effect twice, will you?
No.
You're going to get a different pour every single time.
I just think that's just really nice, isn't it, sort of thing?
Beautiful.
Right, I'm going to do one of the MDF shapes, the baubles.
Okay.
Because why not? It's lovely, you know, rather than we always use tiles and things like that. But I thought it'd be nice from there. So I'm just going to mix. I've already done some of my white.
Okay.
And I like using the spoons just so I can tip bits and pieces in. So that I'm going to be really quite...
Okay.
Not
now
that
we do have those baubles on the show as well. We've got them there for you. 30 of them for £12.99.
That is...
Wow. 274960.
And I think they come in different sizes, don't they, as well? Or are they all...
They do. They are assorted.
Because they are lovely. Right, let's have a bit of the bronze.
Okay. You actually get 30 of the baubles, 3 different sizes, 10 of each. There you are. So a nice assortment for you.
And they're a really lovely size.
Yeah, the smallest is 9 centimetres. The medium one is 16 centimetres. And 22 is the diameter of the larger one, so very generous.
The medium
size and price.
is that one beside you.
Okay.
There. And the larger ones are over there. Or all 3 actually on that sample behind you.
Oh, we've got some at the back of the studio,
yes. Yeah, they've got, that's all 3 of them on one sample. Right.
Perfect surface to work on as well. Yeah.
Look, I'm filthy. I put gloves out and I thought, no. No. Right, so I've got my little pot there.
Okay.
Now, we can tip this straight away on.
Yeah.
Or we can put the pot and do it that way and let it fall out. So I'm just going to let it go and drop down there.
Okay.
Because the paint's obviously got to get to the bottom of my cup and get ready to pour. I will lift it up in a moment.
So you just don't know what you're going to see.
You don't know what you're going to see at all. And I think that is part of the mystery.
Yeah.
And if you don't have enough paint, just put a little bit more on. It doesn't, you know, have fun. I mean, I've mixed glitters in, I've mixed perfect pearls in, and then let's see if we've got enough coming down now, coming out.
Oh, that's a nice mix of colours, Lo. Look at that.
And so we've got that.
Oh, this is a fun bit now. Oh, I love that berry.
I'm going to be really tight.
Yes, don't waste it. Although, I presume this is how you get your mop up in the bottom of that tray. That's a nice mix, Lou, as you've dropped there.
I know, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put a little bit more white in a moment, because the berry, I put more berry than anything else.
That's a lovely mix, though.
It is, isn't it? So I'm just going to put a dollop of the white in.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to break it down. Because I don't mind the stripes. It's just having a little bit... Sorry, I'm tipping it towards me. I will tip it back as well. And then I'm going to put a little bit of the bronze in. And I'd say I've got that mop up down below there that I will do something with, because I think it's important that we do a bit of absolutely everything.
Yeah. I love how the berries mix with the white, and then you've got that little bit of green. I'm looking at the one at the bottom there with the green, and you can see the bronze coming through.
The bronze. I'll put a little bit more bronze. Also, because I've gone straight onto the MDF, the paint is moving a little bit slower. Now, you can, from some people, will cover this in white first to make the paint move a little bit quicker. But it's horses for courses. Do what, you know, you like to do. So I'm just going to sit here. Now,
I presume you wouldn't want to put a heat gun to move that paint. Would it dry it out too quickly?
People use the heat guns to get different cells with it. You can do, but you could do that if you really wanted to. I think part of the fun is actually watching it. I'm sitting watching it move. So let's put a little bit more. I'm going to put a bit more. So as I said, I'm a little bit tighter with my paint. So I don't want to lose it all, because like you say, you've got the mop up here. I want a bit of that green. I think that peridot
That's a beautiful colour.
So I'm going to sit here, and this is all I do. I just sit here and play. You don't have to.
And of course, the metallic paints aren't just for mixing
No.
in with the pouring medium either. These are paints that are going to go on many surfaces.
Yep.
You're going to use them for all sorts of reasons.
Sorry, I'm just a.
Have we lost you, Lou?
You have a little bit. I'm in that, you know, in that concentration zone where you're going, what shall I do next? I think I'm going to add, because I just want to do some abstract. I'm not worried about swirls. I'm not worried about, there's lots of technical terms like tree rings, circles. I just want to put the paint on and just let it move.
Lovely.
And I'm not worried about it going down the sides.
If you wanted to swirl it though, you could just get, I suppose, the end of a paintbrush or cocktail sticks and
you
just
could.
kind of do sort of a swirling motion in there.
And see,
Don't do it if you don't want to, Lou. Oh, I like that though. Look at that.
So you can do that. You can do. I mean, that's where it's good with the children because you could actually get them to write their name once the paint stopped moving. And now where I've created the swirls.
I like that.
And it's moving. And this is a skewer from leftover, or you could use anything, sort of thing. So I can bring it
like
down
that,
there.
That what you're doing at the top of the cake with the icing, isn't it?
Yes.
When you do
Oh, like the Bakewells.
those tarts, yes. Oh,
Another iced tarts with that lovely pattern on. Right.
that's looking really nice now, Lou. I like that.
Yeah, and I don't want to rush it. I know you can do pours really, really quickly, but I don't actually want to rush it. I just want to have a play. Like I said, and I'm being really, you can sit there, or I'm going to have to put a bit more of that peridot in a minute because I do like that. Right, let's do that. Sorry, it's a bit hard trying to do it and you see as well. Do you know what I mean? So I will. Let's put a tiny
we can
dot.
see well from the overhead. Don't you worry about tipping it around, Lou. Do what you feel.
Now, what
because
I'll
when
do
you're
is
tipping that, we can see what's going on at the bottom to a certain
but you see,
extent.
because I've got no. Because what I'll do is I'll do the next one and I will put a layer of white paint on first so you can see the difference. And so the paint is moving slower this way because it's not got a slick surface.
Okay. Now, because it's mixed with pouring medium, the drying time, I presume, is slower than just the paint on its own.
Yeah, it'll
What sort
take
of time are we
24
looking at?
hours.
24 hours to
24,
really set.
depending on the temperature of where you're going to store it. Mine have been living by a radiator. But that's only because obviously I needed to use them as samples. You know, when you just go, yeah. Right,
I'm loving that piece underneath, you know. How
I
it's
know, I'm
mixed
just
and
going to put a little
fold
bit
it.
of white there and we'll move that around. Because and then we'll do, it's not always, do you want to put a layer of white on or black and then tip your colour on?
You could do this on the front of your albums, couldn't you? Your journals
yeah.
and things. On
Well,
your
I was
covers.
actually thinking if you drill some holes into even some of these shapes, I use my finger, you could actually make albums with ring binders.
Lovely.
Right, I'm going to leave that there. I know it hasn't gone
Beautiful.
dribbling down the sides, but I am just going to grab my little pots.
Okay.
Look, I've even got a tray just ready for these.
So tomorrow we'll be able to see those dry, won't we?
Yeah, so we'll do that there.
Right, just while you're getting tidied up a little bit, Lou, we'll just have a bit of a recap. We're just going to see what else is on the counter, actually, because things aren't going to dry too quickly. We'll have a look at your little waste piece. It's not waste, really, it's the little mop-up piece. Now, one day special here, of course, just £26.97, a £10 saving. You are again getting those 4 metallics. These are going to go a long way as well. Those beautiful colours. You've got berry, you've got the antique bronze in there, you've got the sky blue, and you've also got the pewter in there as well. Then you've got the pouring medium and the top coat, and of course you've got the liquid pearls there in the centre, which is, I'm sure you've seen liquid pearls before. That's going to come in for so many reasons as well, but great to work alongside the pouring medium and of course those paints. 142803 is the item number. Then moving on, now we did have a little sneaky peek at this. Now this is busy. This is the pick and mix. Do take advantage of these colours. There's some beautiful colours in here. I'm going to show you the swatches again. I can tell you the busiest colours at the moment are peridot, I'm not surprised actually, berry, which of course Lou was using both of, and lavender frost. Can I show you lavender frost? Let me just show you the sticker on the top of the bottle as well. That's the lavender frost. Let me show you the boards as well because we have got beautiful colours. So, in here, now I've got to remember which is which. So, All the greens we've got in the pick and mix. So the jadeite, the emerald and the peridot, which is one of the most popular ones. Bronze is also in the pick and mix. The antique bronze is the one in the one-day special, so it's not in the pick and mix. Then we've got rose quartz is part of the pick and mix as well, which is beautiful. Coral is also in the pick and mix. Oh no, that's in the ODS, isn't it? Sorry. Ruby is in the pick and mix though. And garnet, that's nice, isn't it? Oh, that's in the pick and mix. Right, now then, top one is in the one day special, but we have got deep sapphire in the pick and mix. We'll skip pewter because that's in the one day special. Berry is another popular one here in the pick and mix. That's the one that Lou was using. Look at that, it's gorgeous. And Lavender Frost is the other popular one that's really sort of steaming ahead at the moment. So lots of colours to choose from, lovely metallic finishes, £12.99. I can tell you value for money because you've got any four here. That is an incredible price, isn't it? £3.25 a bottle. That is a really, really good price. I used to stock DecoArt. The packaging's changed over the years, but the quality has always been second to none. Amazing stuff. 433598. Then moving along, now you've seen the pouring medium. If you like that effect, if you want to have lots of fun with the whole family, maybe you want to go for some of these. Perhaps you're going for the one day special, you want to add these in as well, or perhaps you're going for the pick and mix and you want to go for these separately. Now these are larger pots for you, 16 fluid ounces in each. So of course you've got the pouring medium itself, full instructions on the back there, and you've got the clear pouring top coat. If you want to use that, you could put resin over the top of this as well if you wanted to and really sort of bring out the detail. £26.99 is the price on these, £3.50 is the saving. You're getting a lot for your money there, 581895. Now something else we've got for you now, and I'm so pleased to see alcohol inks and pearls on here because these have been around for a long time, and it's one of those products that people say, well, I've got it and I've forgotten what I use it for. What can I use it for? Well, you can use it for all sorts of things, as we will be finding out. Now let's have a look at the different options for you. So looking at the top first of all, now we've got Deception for you, Splendor and Alchemy. They're the options there on the top row. Look at these colours again. Wow. You've got Sublime, Tranquil and Intrigue. That's what we're looking at there. Ooh, I like the names. Then we've got Celestial here. We've got Mineral for you, and we've got Smoulder. Oh, these names. These names, these are fabulous, aren't they? Then we've got Enchanted, Envy and Villainous. Oh, I think that's going to be a popular option, actually. I've got the swatches here to show you as well. Let's have a look at the one we've just seen, actually. Enchanted, Envy and Villainous. Also, the sample that we've got here, if I just tip that back, let me just lift that up a little bit. This is onto a tile. Look at the pearl effect in there. We have got the mixatives as well available. That is absolutely beautiful. Let me just turn that. You see, it's just a regular tile. Look. So if you've been tiling, or you've just pick up, you know, those oddments from the stores, or if you've just, probably, you've got, you know, little bits of tile around your home that you've kept, and maybe you've changed the decor. I'm sure you can find something really nice to pour these on or to work with these. So we've got the Enchanted, the Envy and the Villainous there on the swatch. Look at that. Look at those colours. They're beautiful. I love those. Let's have a look at the swatches for Celestial, Mineral and Smoulder. Celestial's lovely, isn't it? Those effects again. I like Smoulder, look at that. Very nice indeed. And then we've got Deception, Splendor and Alchemy. So you've got very warm colours, very fiery colours here. There we go. Beautiful. And then, oh, I like this selection actually. Sublime, Intrigue and Tranquil. I think that might be my new favourite selection actually. Very nice indeed. Look at those. Okay, now we have got some more to choose from in a second, but if we're looking at the pearls, this is what we're looking at here. There's another sample at the top I'm just going to pick up and show you as well. I want to give that a little bit of a flex again. Look at the colours in that. So Lou, what sort of cardstock is this on? Because it's alcoholic, it's a UPO.
Yeah, it's a UPO. It's the Yupo paper. It's it's perfect to work with the alcohol inks because it's a plastic sort of paper, plasticized paper. The inks just flow beautifully on it. They do dry, but you've got a little bit more time with them, and they blend beautifully on it, on the Yupo. Because the Yupo paper, I don't know if we got on the website, we did have a transparent one as well, and that is lovely.
Is it?
That's
We shall see
really
if we can
lovely.
find that. But things like acetate, of course, your baubles that we've got on the show today as well, of course. Alcohol inks are going to work on those surfaces as well. Do you know, I love mixing alcohol inks into polymer clay as well. You can get some amazing effects. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, no, I haven't. I'd like alcohol inks on the jelly plate.
Oh, yes, that's another idea. There you can see the Yupo paper there. If you want to go for that, that will bring out those colours so beautifully. Being alcohol inks, of course, you want that correct surface to be working on. Stunning. Right, now then. Now that's the pearls done, but down at the front we've got some more for you. We've got some inks for you here. So without the pearl effect, but you've got those beautiful colours again. I'm not even going to attempt to pick up the swatches. We can see them hopefully. So we've got Gumball, we've got Fiesta, and we've got Rosewood.
That rosewood.
Now I think if you look on the website, we'll find that under pink red as an option. Okay. Now the next one. Now this has got to be a blue sort of selection, has it? We've got Cobalt, we've got Bosenberry and Vineyard there. Vineyard. There we are. Indigo Violet, I believe that one's under. The next one, let's look at these colours. Ember, Sienna, and we've got Dijon as well, that mustard colour. That's orange, yellow as a selection. Then we've got, oh, look at the greens. We have got the Moss, the Mojito, and Everglades, and that's under the mint green option. And then finally at the front, we've got the blues. Oh, look at that teal. Oh, I want all of these now. You've got Laguna, Glacier, or Glacier. Monsoon is in there as well, so it's beautiful blues. Gorgeous. And of course alcohol inks mixing with your resins as well, so there's so many reasons for buying alcohol inks, and these are Ranger as well. Beautiful colours, great price once again, $13.99, 843-127. Look at the samples again.
That's
there.
with a paintbrush.
Is it?
Yeah, I just put some alcohol inks into a paint palette, and then I just painted it on with a paintbrush and just did a little doodle with it, so you don't have to just use your blending tools. You know, you can do a lot with, like you say, with alcohol inks.
You certainly can. In fact, I've just noticed another surface that you can put them on that I didn't even think about. Obviously, this is metal. This is your kind of aluminium, isn't it?
Yeah.
So your metal surface, of course, it's going to work on there as well. You've got those lovely effects in there. Just showing you one or two little samples here onto the different surfaces with the various different options. You can see the pearl effect in that one. These colours are just stunning,
That is
aren't
actually
they?
putting two colours on a blending sponge. So I did blue one side, green the other, and then rotated it to give the checkerboard effect.
Oh, look at this one.
And that's all your pearls together.
Give that a flex there. Oh, I love these. And it's reminding me of the batik fabrics that we had on earlier.
And then the rosewood is the dots. I just put that on a blending sponge through a stencil.
Lovely effects. Absolutely love the effects. I've got more. I might show you these later, actually.
That's the translucent.
I've got to show you this one.
That's on the translucent paper. So if you had a glass behind, a light behind that, that would all shine through.
That is stunning.
And that's just using, like with the mixatives and the pearls, moving everything together. And that was just doing little dots and just letting the dots move.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, onto your mirror card as well, of course. Your alcohol inks will work beautifully. 843-127 is the item number. Lots of choice there. Now we've got another lovely bundle for you. Now we've talked about baubles and we've got them in here as well. It's not just the baubles, we've got all sorts of goodies in this set for you. Let's have a look at the details for this. Now you'll see lots of little baubles hanging around the studio, not just little ones, we've got an enormous one as well, which I absolutely adore. £24.99 is going to get you all of what you see in here. So you've got your plastic bowls, you've got 4 alcohol inks in here as well. And you've got your German glitter in there as well. Is this the glitter that I've seen in the samples then, Lou?
Yes, it's one of the glitters, yes.
It's a very fine one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very, very, very fine glitter that you can tip in. I've been using it with the alcohol inks. because it reacts beautifully with the alcohol ink. So you're showing a bauble there.
Yeah.
So where I've coated the inside of the bauble there, and whilst the ink is wet, I've put that glitter on top, and it pushes the alcohol or inks away, so you get a really beautiful blotchy sort of effect.
That
and
is
then the
really
glitter
nice,
then
isn't it?
it then soaks up the colour of the alcohol ink, so you get like a bonus 2 for 1, as it were, sort of thing.
Beautiful. 109224 is the item number if you want to go for that particular bundle. So we've got lots on offer, and we've got more for you as well. I'm going to bring in some scrapbook pages for you now. Now I've got to be careful not to mix these up because we've got different options. These are beautiful. These are from Kaisercraft, I can see. Let's have a look. Now you've used various papers, haven't you, throughout your samples again, using these in the big bauble again. This is a nice one. I love the colours.
But look at all
now
those
these
toppers.
are 12 by 12s. Now we've got 10 sheets. They are single-sided, aren't they, these? So you've got, let's have a look, we've just seen that one. We've got more than one of these. Are they all the same design then? Just different options, but you get 10 of the same. There we are. So this one, that is stunning. That's polar. Look at those colours in there. Very muted, but oh, they're absolutely gorgeous. Very vintage, very sort of Victorian.
But, I mean, if you count all the toppers you've got there, 12, and then you've got the backing papers as well, if you were batch making cards, it would need maybe a little bit of ribbon or a few gems or pearls, and it's, you know,
they are stunning.
They are
I've just
beautiful.
spotted the papers. Let me see. There we are. And just tilt that back because the light's catching. There we are. That is gorgeous. Really do like that bundle. Let me put that a little bit further away from myself so I don't get these mixed up. So that's one option for you. Now this option, again, Kaisercraft again, all 12 by 12. So you've got your pink poinsettia. Let's just spin that around so you can see that of the design, the backing there. Beautiful. So 10 sheets again for £10.99. Great value. I mean, Kaisercraft, oh, they've been around for some time as well, haven't you? And you know you're getting quality. This is pretty.
That
Christmas
goes
Carol.
beautifully with the one you've just shown.
That is gorgeous, isn't it? These are my sort of colours that I've got this year as well. Oh, let's have a look. That's so pretty. Look at that lace effect. Do you know, I'm struggling a bit with that light that's shining on. I'm just trying to flex this away. So let me just go a little there. We'll come in a bit close and I'll flex it towards. Look at the detail in there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Reminds me of Irish crochet, that does. That's what I've been looking at this week. The very, very lacy. It's very lacy. It's beautiful. This is nice as well. Now, Good Cheer is this option. So you've got that beautiful sort of duck egg blue almost, isn't it, with the gold on there, Lou?
That, I mean, that is...
Look at that.
I know the borders. That one, I've used... I've loved it because there are so many elements. I love, like, cutting out all the little baubles, cutting out each of the different words. I mean, I've done one of the samples at the back, and then I still had loads left over, and I made a card, and then I did...
These are lovely.
It goes a long way.
Great for covering those baubles. That's what you've done, Lou. The MDF baubles we've got on the show, you'll never be stuck for something to stick onto those if you go for the papers. Now, family time, something very, very traditional indeed. Look at that. Again, you've got so many separate elements in there, haven't you, Lou?
Oh, totally. I mean, I've used the big bauble that we've got on and used it for all of those sort of thing. And then you've got the background as well. But you've got the little tree down the bottom there. That's a little border strip that you can cut away.
Oh, yes, so it is. So the trees on there.
So you don't have to waste... You can use it as an edging, but there is so many different elements on there. I've layered it all up on top of each other because there are so many toppers and so many sentiments.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And we still keep going because the next one, oh, wait till you see this one. Now, this is called Baked Gingerbread. I wonder if we have got gingerbread on the other side. Do you think we have? No. I don't know why it's called baked gingerbread, but that's the name we've got. But it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. That is gorgeous, isn't it? Have we got gingerbread in there somewhere? I don't know.
I used that on one of the large MDF baubles, but I then sat there and cut out all the different berries, the fir and fir cones, and layered them all back on like a form of like the decoupage.
It looks as though you could reach in and just grab a handful of those berries and. Oh, do you know, it makes you think of gingerbread because that is so Christmas, and gingerbread is Christmas. Now, this next one is wintry. Now, that makes sense That's a lovely, lovely piece, isn't it? Do you know, I can imagine these as actual scrapbook pages. Of course, you can cut into them, but as... Oh, look at that.
Isn't that wonderful?
Look, you've got your kind of your Aran knit there, haven't you? Your cables. Your cable knit. That is lovely. It makes me feel really cosy looking at that. You've gone from the cold look into the cosy. And then we've got one more option for you as well. These colours, Lou, are just right up my street. I love these. I mean, now, this one's called Frozen.
That on a background, if you put that on a canvas and then punch some holes and put some little lights through, and just had it as a display just by itself with the battery pack behind, I think that would look stunning.
It would. Oh, look, I'm going to have to flex it. I am so sorry, that light's just catching this it's so difficult. When I look on my screen, all I can see is a glare. Lots of nice sort of seasonal words in there for you as well. Beautiful. It's just the colours I just think are absolutely stunning of those. Really nice indeed. So there we have all of our scrapbook pages, all 10 sheets, different options, £10.99, 811176. Now on the website we've got tons of new todays as well. Now something we have got, look at this here, we've got the 10-piece blending brush kit with a stand. Now we will have a little look at that a little bit later on. Well worth popping into your basket as well. Now we've got technique kits for you as well. What else have we got? We've got lots from Ranger. We've got stamping embossing powders there. We've got more metallics. What are those metallics? Metallic markers, nonetheless. Perfect pearls. Oh, they were the first mica powders that I ever got. They've worked so wonderfully. They're new today as well. We've got some good savings here as well. Look at all these new todays we've got. So much. So please do be shopping ahead. We will have a look at more of these items throughout the one-day special, of course, with Lou. This is just the launch show, but we want to get back to Lou. We want to see how she's getting on, because she's going to do some mopping up, I think.
Well, that's my mop-up piece. If I bring this in, whoa, I'll put that back in there. And that was the piece that I mopped up from all the drips.
Oh, look at that. That's a lovely effect.
So that's the bauble that we poured.
Yeah.
And then that was the bit that I put underneath. Sorry, I'm just... That was the bit I put underneath. I'm sorry, I'm having a fight with the cups now. And just carried on moving that around the actual piece. So you don't have to, you know, waste any of it. And then I'm going to be even more tight. I'm just going to wipe my hands on your pinny, sorry.
Well, it's not my pinny,
well,
not mine personally.
And then I've just got...
Otherwise you'd be in trouble, though.
my pinny. But then I've just got literally hardly anything left in here. And I'm just going to, you know, just pull it through. And I just keep picking it up as it goes along, a bit like we would do with all our other backgrounds.
Of course. Now, the tray you're using, Lou, I presume it's just one of those foil baking trays that you can buy from the supermarket.
It's actually, yeah, it was from a well-known discount store that sells them ready for our turkeys at Christmas, or whatever joint or whatever meat you want to put in, or whatever you put in there. So that is just the mop-up piece of paper now on a piece of card, and then I've been die cutting that, so I haven't wasted anything, and I've still got that beautiful metallic coming through.
Of course.
So don't waste anything.
No.
She says there. Right, okay, so last time we just poured it, so the paint moved a little bit slower on the MDF because it was going straight onto the MDF. So I've grabbed a star, and what I thought we'd do this time is we'd put some of the paint on there and do the paint, put a paint background.
Okay.
So we're going to do it that way. Now I'm going to be tight again and put that back in there.
She's pouring it back. Well, you have got 5 shows, Lou, so you've got to be a little bit
there is
careful.
that, but I just think if I was at home, this is exactly what I was doing, so why pretend to be anything different, if I'm being honest.
I totally understand that.
So I would be doing exactly the same again at home. I wouldn't be sitting here wasting it. I'd be thinking, oh, I could be using that. So I'm not even going to... you could get a palette knife if you wanted to, if you really wanted a lovely, you know, smooth surface.
Now, we have had an email in, Lou, from Sylvia. Actually, this will go for anybody that didn't hear from the start of the show as well. The paints that we've got, Sylvia's asking, can they be used for other things other than the dirty paws? Yes, they can. Lots of different surfaces,
I've used mine on my jelly plate.
Yeah.
Because they come out absolutely beautifully on jelly plate. Paint with them.
Yes.
You know, use all the different techniques that you would normally use an acrylic paint for, because they've just got a beautiful metallic finish for it, you know. So you don't just need to do dirty pours. You can do anything that you would normally do with an acrylic paint. Use sponges, go through stencils, all the normal mixed media techniques, or all the normal techniques we would actually use acrylic paints for. Water them down and then make them into a spray.
Yeah, of course.
You could go on.
Or do your washes with them as well. You're still going to see the colour coming through and the metallic finish. So Sylvia, yes, fill your baskets with these because the colours are just divine. I think I know which Sylvia it is, actually.
Do you?
I wonder if Sylvia's looking at getting some of these to paint onto the Zori creations that she makes.
Ooh.
They'd be perfect for that, Sylvia, hint, hint.
Is that you hinting? I like that hint, hint. Right, so I'm just going to put a few bits and pieces in there. Now, I have to be honest, I go for colours that I like, not necessarily that work together. You know when you just go, I mean, look at that. That is on the deep sapphire. I mean, that is...
Oh, they are stunning colours,
that is just
aren't they?
stunning.
Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, I could look at that for ages, and this is why I'm being probably a little bit tighter. I'm only mixing so much at a time. But, and then I'm just going to put a little bit more white. Now, we have DecoArt do have, and I think it is on the show, what they call craft twinkles, which is a glitter paint. So I'm just going to put some of that in.
Okay, so you could mix dry glitter in, or you could mix in a glitter paint.
Yep, you could mix dry glitter.
These are all water-based, aren't they?
I mean, I could sprinkle glitter there because I actually got some glitter out.
Yeah.
Ready? So we've got some glitter.
Oh, look at that in the pot. We've got a really good shot of that, Lou.
And then I'm just going to put another bit there. So I've done the deep sapphire, and then I've gone for this beautiful... I wouldn't have thought that I would have normally gone for such a light blue. I prefer the darker blues, but this is that lovely sky blue.
So pretty, isn't it? Yeah, the sky blue topaz.
Isn't that just... I think it's
That's in the one day special, isn't it, that one?
I think it's because it seems to have
ooh, nice.
like a silver touch to it, and it's just, oh, it's lovely. Right, sorry, and it's got all those air bubbles in, but, you know, when you go, not bothered.
Oh, I'm with you with that. That is beautiful. Oh, Sylvia's email back. She has ordered. She is. She's going to use them on Zori.
Oh, is she?
Yes, she is. But then Sylvia does so many different crafts, you know.
Really?
Oh, she's
I think
amazing.
that's brilliant.
Absolutely amazing. Sylvia, you should send some pictures in.
Right, so I've got that as a slip there, and all I'm going to do this time is I'm just going to do the pour, and I'm doing it quite slowly. And I'm just going to...
Oh, doing a little bit of a swirling motion there as well. Oh, there's the sapphire coming through.
Yep, the bit there. Isn't that lovely, that?
Mix of blues is lovely.
I'm going to put a little bit of the sapphire in the middle. And I keep all these little bits of the cups because that's how some of the, like the mop-up bits that I've got. So now can you see the paint? Let me just move that out of the way. I'm just going to grab another tile because I'm not going to waste it.
Okay.
And now you can see the paint moves a lot quicker because we've got the white slip underneath it. So the first time I did it, I didn't put any of the white slip. So I'm just going to move this around.
Of course, from the one day special itself there, you've used the sky blue topaz. Of course, you've used the pouring medium as well. When that is fully dry, you'd put the top coat over.
Oh, definitely would.
Where would you use the liquid pearls?
You could put the liquid pearls on now, and you could run a line of the liquid pearls in there. I haven't mixed it in with the paint myself, but you could do that where we've done the glitters. So I'm just moving that around. I just want to get a little bit there. So now I've got this. So I've got the little bit of the glitter from that we had there, and I've got all the different swirls. So that is obviously a quicker pour than if we were doing it straight onto the MDF. You could see the
difference there, definitely.
Yeah. So, but that doesn't. There's lots of different techniques. It doesn't make any right or wrong. Does that make sense? And then I've got a little bit here, and I'm not going to waste it. I made my poor husband go out because I said to him, "Oh, did you have some scraps?" And he went, "Yeah." I said, "Were you going to bin them?" And the phrase was, "Yeah." And I said, "Oh no, can you cut them up?" And he said, "Why?" And I said, "I just want to use them." But that canvas you've got there is exactly what I did. It's one of those boards I've just covered
That's a lovely effect.
Yeah, and this was just the waist. I mean, I'm loving the glitter through.
Do you know, you could make backgrounds for clocks, you could make, we've said about journal covers as well, haven't we? Any wall art. You know, these paints can go onto multiple surfaces as well. It's not just MDF.
It's not. I've got a bauble ready to do next as well.
Oh, looking forward to that. What a lovely way to gift, just a bauble, you know, and especially if you've got a digital die cutting machine or something, you can personalise them.
But, yeah, I mean, the plastic baubles we've got on at the moment, I mean, I'll clean my hands before I pick one up, otherwise it's going to be filthy in no seconds at all. Come with a piece of card inside.
Yeah.
So you could actually, as you were saying, print off a picture, and you've got the circle template that would fit inside the bauble. So it could be someone's picture, it could be a pet, it could be anything, a favourite place. Now, I would let this dribble off down the sides, you know, so all my sides were covered. But I just want to use, so this is my mop-up again from my bauble. So I know, yeah, I wanted to prove to people that it wasn't, yes, you can be wasteful. You know, it's totally what you want to do. Right, I'm just going to put a little bit of white in the corner. Sorry, your penny will be filthy. I will take it home and wash it.
We like to see things have been well used, Lou.
Yay. But then again, if you look at the bottom of the tray, that's all my excess paint. Just those one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dots. Tiny little dots, which I'll pick up with my card, yeah. So I'm just going to do that there. So that is another, so that was just the waist. I will, in between the shows, I will keep pouring this so it goes over the sides. Hence why I've got the plastic sheet everywhere.
Oh, well, we will let you just clean your hands on your pinny a little bit more, Lou, and I'll just mention something else we've got brand new as well. This is really nice, actually. Let me open this up so you can see. You have got the blending brushes in here. There's actually 10, so we're going from the larger ones right down to some smaller ones as well. These are all in plastic. Let me just see. I don't think they're sealed, actually, so if I just take that out of the glare of the plastic a little bit. Look how fine they are. Really, really soft. Absolutely super soft. You also get the stand. It's flat packed at the moment, but you build the stand up so you can keep them all in there. So, of course, you can store them beautifully. We'll see these on a picture, I think, on the screen. What a lovely bundle this is. That's a great gift for somebody as well. Perhaps you can club together and buy for a family member or something, or just treat yourself. 2 payments are at £31.50, 700771. That's what we've got there for the item number for you. Just as we've been looking at that still there, I've just very quickly put this one together. It's a little bit, do you know, I'm trying to be fast, and I've got one or two of the brushes a little bit sort of wobbly, but you know, I only had seconds, didn't I? But look, there you are. There you've got them again. If I turn that around so you can see that larger blending brush, you'll have seen lots of the guests using blending brushes here on the shows. They work so amazingly well with your inks. They really, really do. You get seamless sort of blends there with no hard edges. Absolutely beautiful. Better put this one back in this box now as well so I don't lose any more. 700771. Don't forget to check your baskets out on that one as well. Hopefully we'll get to see Lou using those during the shows as well. Now we've got 6.5 minutes left.
Right. Well, then what we'll do is we'll use the paints I've mixed up and see what we get.
Okay.
Why not? Right, now the baubles we get, I've done this in 2 ways. I've done it so I've covered both, which is like the pinky one up there. And you will get paint around the outside, but before it really hardens, I've gone around with my nail and just pulled that bits of acrylic away so I can join the 2 baubles together.
Right, I get it.
So I thought we'd have a go. I can put them and they can dry like that. And then I was going to put the other part together there. And I was looking, I thought I had a piece of string out, but that's fine, I'll use my fingers. And I've been really naughty and I've grabbed one of your jewellery stands.
Oh, that's all right.
But I will clean it, I promise.
That's okay.
And then I can put that there.
That's perfect for your little baubles, isn't it?
It is perfectly. So it's to show 2 different ways to do it. So now I can, let's see, I'm just going to tip some, and I'm just going to tip some of the different bits I've got left over, and I'm just going to want to let it dribble down the sides. So we've got some of that blue left. Let's do a little bit of the blue.
That's the one with the glittery bits in, isn't it?
So we'll let that, so I'll do 2 different colours. So we've got that one left. We've got, where's the berry one that had the little bit of the peridot? So we might as well use these up. And I actually, this is all I've done at home, I must admit. You know, rather than waste, is coming. Yeah, I did have some in here, didn't I? And I'm just going to let it just dribble.
Oh, nice.
Down. I'm just going to layer it all up and then we'll move it all.
Do you know that you could spend a lovely day at home with the family just playing with these, can't you?
Just
and
doing
seeing
that.
What effects you get.
And so I've got this one here. So now, I mean, I would just keep building that one up and I'll play in between the shows and get those done. But the other way you can do it, just move my spoon, if you really want to be quick, is if you grab, I'm going to grab this one because I've got a hanger on this one.
Okay.
Now, the silver bits can get grubby, but hey, you know when you go, you can clean them off. And the other way you could do it is, so this is my white paint and my pouring medium.
Okay.
I can put my bauble all the way in on the white paint.
So you're dunking it right in?
Yep, I'm dunking it right in. And look at me now trying to be careful and not get it on the silver. There we go. So I've got that there. And let's not waste, let's put something, I will waste it this time. So now that's got the white on there.
Okay.
And now I could add some of my other colours on there.
Because you've got the white on already, things are going to slide a little bit more easily again.
Yep, they're going to, so I can do it down on the, I can move it on the side.
That's
And
that peridot
gravity
again,
will
isn't
take
it?
over and everything will cover around the bottom.
Oh, it looks, you could do candy cane effects, couldn't you, and all sorts.
So we've got that there, so that's the peridot. I love that. And I know it's all,
I
but
do like that.
That will actually go there. So let's actually add a little bit of the deep sapphire, as you were saying about the candy cane, but keep the white a little bit and just add some of the deep sapphire in and let that drip down. Because what will happen is when we come back at 8 o'clock, this will all drip down and we'll have created there. So let's do a little bit of the blue there. Oh, I don't mind dribbling there. So we can actually, can you see it's all now travelling? And moving down, and you could carry on building, and what will happen is it'll go there.
Look, just twiddle it around. Oh, just where it's mixing now, that sort of swirly pattern. If just
down the bottom
that's very
there.
effective. I like that. Oh, I do like that.
But that is another way that you can do it, and obviously gravity is taking control here. But you can clean the metal over, but you can still move the bauble around. I just like having the hanger. At home, I've used my kitchen towel holder, across, because it's a nice...
Oh, I'd love to see a picture of your kitchen as it's been for the last few days, Lou.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure my husband's been a little bit... so we can keep adding to that. So I'm just going to add a little bit... I think he was quite relieved to see me go today, if that makes sense. Oh. It was like, oh, look, I can see the floor. Oh, look, I can see...
Oh, and that beautiful colour again, that's the berry again, isn't it?
Yeah. But then what we could do, if we wanted to, while that is doing that, so the gravity, as you can see, I would normally have a piece of MDF, as you've seen, with my mop-up. But what we could do is, while this is happening, is I can actually... I'm going to put some glitter, and that will then tip away. So I can actually, as it dries, and this is, I'm sure we've got these on the show. These are all the glitters from the Sweet Dixie ones. So I'm now, on top of the metallics, I'm adding...
We'll bring those up at the bottom of the screen for everybody, so you can see
I'm just going to... So
Oh,
now the
such lovely
glitters, as
fine
this
glitter.
will travel...
Would you believe we're in the last minute, Lou?
Sorry?
Would you believe we're in the last minute of the show?
So I would let that drip, and then what I do, once it's all stopped dripping at the bottom there, what I've done is I'm going to quickly grab, but I've done a plain one.
You've reminded me of something.
I turn it over and I sit it inside the cup, so then the paint will dribble down the opposite way. But I mean, I've done this to do with alcohol inks.
Do you know, I saw once someone that had, I forget what they covered, it was some sort of ball, I don't know, it was a football or something, with paint in the same sort of way, like a paw, and then had it on a pendulum and let it swing. And it just kept going round and round and round, and as it slowed down, and it was the most amazing piece of artwork I have ever seen. It did a fantastic effect. You could do that in miniature with those baubles there as well. Do make sure you get your one-day special. It's right there for you. Great price as well. Check out the website. Lou's back at 8 for more fun and frolics, of course, with Leonie. Been counting out. Where did that hour go? More coming up, though.